In the previous section, we learned about an important evolution of the Earth, which is the emergence of cyanobacteria, an important link in the development of life. In this section, we will continue to find out what the Earth changed after the Paleozoic Era and entering the Paleozoic period. Let's get started. Part 3, the Proterozoic Eon, 2.5 billion-538.8 million years ago, a new chapter in Earth's history by 2.5 billion years ago. Earth had already existed for more than 2 billion years. The oceans were filled with microscopic organisms. Small continents had merged into larger landmasses. Volcanic eruptions still shaped the surface, but the planet had become far more stable than during the Archean Eon. According to the International Commission on Stratigraphy (ICS), this marked the beginning of the Proterozoic Eon, which lasted from 2.5 billion years ago to 538.8 million years ago. Although dinosaurs, mammals, and even fish had not yet appeared, this would become one of the most important periods in Earth's history. During these nearly 2 billion years, the atmosphere changed forever, continents continued to grow. Earth experienced global ice ages, and the first complex life forms finally emerged. Without the Proterozoic Eon, the modern world would never have existed. The Great Oxidation Event around 2.4 billion years ago for hundreds of millions of years. Cyanobacteria had quietly released oxygen into the oceans through photosynthesis. At first, this oxygen reacted with dissolved iron and other minerals. But eventually, the oceans became saturated. For the first time, oxygen began escaping into the atmosphere. Scientists call this transformation the Great Oxidation Event, one of the most significant turning points in Earth's history. According to the Smithsonian Institution and USGS, atmospheric oxygen levels rose dramatically between 2.4 and 2.1 billion years ago. This change completely altered Earth's chemistry. Many ancient microorganisms that depended on oxygen-free environments could not survive. To them, oxygen was actually toxic. As oxygen spread, countless species disappeared in what some scientists describe as Earth's first major biological crisis. Yet this catastrophe also created opportunities. Oxygen allowed living organisms to produce energy far more efficiently than ever before. This new source of energy would eventually support larger, more complex forms of life. Banded iron formations, one of the greatest pieces of evidence for the Great Oxidation Event, can still be seen today. As oxygen reacted with iron dissolved in ancient oceans, iron oxide settled onto the seafloor. Layer after layer accumulated over millions of years. These deposits became what geologists call banded iron formations, or BIF. Today, many of the world's richest iron ore deposits, including those in Australia, Brazil, Canada, and South Africa, originated during this period. According to the USGS, much of the iron used in modern buildings, bridges, vehicles, and machinery can trace its origins back to oxygen released by microscopic bacteria over 2 billion years ago. It is remarkable to think that tiny organisms helped create the raw materials that would one day build human civilization. Continents continued to grow while life was transforming the atmosphere. Earth's surface was changing as well. Driven by plate tectonics, continental fragments slowly collided and merged. Several ancient supercontinents formed and later broke apart. Among them were Columbia, Rodinia, and eventually Pannotia. According to geological evidence, Rodinia assembled roughly 1.1 billion years ago. For hundreds of millions of years, enormous mountain ranges rose as continents collided. Later, tectonic forces split these giant landmasses apart once again. This constant cycle of assembly and breakup continues even today. Scientists predict that hundreds of millions of years from now, Earth's continents may once again unite into another supercontinent. The first eukaryotic cells, one of the greatest evolutionary breakthroughs, occurred during the Proterozoic Eon. Simple cells evolved into far more advanced organisms known as eukaryotes. Unlike earlier prokaryotic cells, eukaryotes possessed a nucleus that protected their genetic material. They also contained specialized structures called organelles. According to modern evolutionary biology, mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside our own cells, were once free-living bacteria that entered into a mutually beneficial relationship with Larger cells, this remarkable event is known as the endosymbiotic theory. Every human cell today still carries evidence of this ancient partnership. Without it, complex plants, animals, fungi, and humans could never have evolved. Snowball Earth around 720-635 million years ago, one of the most dramatic events in Earth's history, occurred near the end of the Proterozoic. Scientists believe the entire planet may have frozen over. This hypothesis is known as Snowball Earth. According to geological evidence, glaciers reached regions that are now tropical. Ice may have covered nearly every ocean from pole to pole. Average global temperatures dropped dramatically. Sunlight reflected from the expanding ice made cooling even more severe. Many scientists believe volcanic activity eventually released enormous amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Over millions of years, this greenhouse gas trapped enough heat to melt the global ice. When the ice finally retreated, Earth entered a completely new phase of biological evolution. Although scientists continue to debate exactly how extensive these ice ages were, evidence strongly suggests they profoundly influenced the development of life. The first multicellular life following the Snowball Earth episodes, something extraordinary happened. Life became larger. Instead of existing only as single cells, organisms began forming complex multicellular bodies. Among the earliest known examples were the mysterious organisms of the Ediacaran period, which lasted from 635 to 538.8 million years ago. These creatures looked unlike anything alive today. Some resembled soft leaves. Others looked like flattened discs or quilted tubes. Most had no hard skeletons, teeth, or shells. According to the Smithsonian Institution, many of these organisms disappeared before the next great evolutionary explosion. Scientists still debate whether some Ediacaran organisms were ancestors of modern animals or belonged to entirely extinct branches of life. Either way, they represented Earth's first experiment with complex multicellular organisms. The stage is set for an explosion of life by the end of the Proterozoic Eon. Earth had become almost unrecognizable compared to the fiery world of the Hadean. The atmosphere now contained far more oxygen. Stable continents stretched across the planet. The oceans supported increasingly diverse ecosystems. Complex multicellular organisms had appeared. All the ingredients were finally in place for one of the greatest evolutionary events ever recorded. About 538.8 million years ago, life would suddenly diversify at an astonishing pace. New body forms, shells, eyes, predators, and prey would emerge in what scientists now call the Cambrian explosion. This marks the beginning of the Paleozoic Era, an age that would witness the rise of fish, forests, insects, amphibians, reptiles, and eventually the largest mass extinction in Earth's history. That incredible chapter begins in the next part of our journey.